What's up? This is the Von Casket, home to the lamest taste. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. All one word, the Von Casket, where you subscribe, like, and comment, hit the bell for much, much more. We are doing a Casket review. I have a big backlog, so I finally got around to doing this. This is a show. I've done all movies today, but this is season one. This is a Casket review for season one of the Netflix original animated series for Devil May Cry. One of the greatest, video games of all time. I love this franchise. It's such a good franchise, and I feel like there's been anime in the past. There's been attempts at this in the past. I think this show, release date was April 3rd, 2025 on Netflix. It's a Netflix original property. I believe 8 episodes. 8 episodes in the first season. Super cool TVMA, so you know that the action is realistic to the game, to the source material. This was a lot of fun. I personally believe that they executed this in a way where they took all the games, all the source material, kind of like condensed the important points, reworked some things to make sense to certain fans, to modern audience, to make ideas they want to do later on. And like they already announced this season 2, like things that they want to do later on, like you got to twist things to make things work later. So overall, it's not a cut and paste retelling of the story told throughout the games, especially because there is like a couple games that like redirect and rewrite story plot elements. I think the order of events and the way they did it in this series was smart and well thought out. I really enjoyed it. It's not a perfect, like I said, it's not a perfect retelling of what we already know, but it is like a modernization of Devil May Cry in a animated series world. Fight scenes were sick. Voice cast was sick. Not the acting, but like the animation, the fight scenes, the transitions, the way the character development, the writing, the plot, everything here, the villains, everything was well done. Everything looked cool. The flashbacks, the way they had certain episodes where the focal point was the character development or the flashback, or giving you the like understanding of these prime characters. So much character development, so much plot progression, a lot of sick scenes. I love the what's going on and the plot that they used here in this first season. I think it was very well done. I think it was perfect. I wrote down a rating here that I don't actually agree with. I wrote down 4.7. I'm going to up that to a 4.8. Obviously it changed some things, like it had to. Like they have a vision. Clearly they have a vision of where this is going to go. So you kind of have to, like, even the series itself, the games itself, there was rewrites. There was games that came later on that tweak things from the past and stuff like that. So they did a really good job. I'm giving it a 4.8 out of 5. I think this is a great anime video game adaptation. I think it's awesome. I think everyone should check it out. If you're a fan of the games, if you're a fan of the past enemies, whatever. They even made a reference to, spoilers in the title, right? They even made a freaking Resident Evil Raccoon City reference. That was so cool. If you don't know, Devil May Cry, the first game, was actually supposed to be a Resident Evil game. That's why Dante looks so much like Leon. Like, original design looks a lot like Leon from Resident Evil. Who I believe Devil May Cry was like the first attempt at Resident Evil 4. But I'm not sure, because that's like Leon's like main game where he's like the main like he goes, right? I know he's the main character in 3. In 3? Oh, I'm not sure if it's 3 or 2. I think it's 3. But no, it's 2, right? I don't remember. All I know is that I think that the original Devil May Cry was started off as an attempt at Resident Evil 4, and that's why this Raccoon City reference in this show was so cool. Besides that, beautiful art style, beautiful animation, crazy fight scenes. It goes hard. The scene where he jumps out of the plane was incredible. I loved it. Love this. 4.8 out of 5. Get in the comments. Let's discuss. Did you like it? Did you watch it? Are you going to? Do you refuse? Are you excited for season 2? What's your favorite game? Tell me everything in the comments, guys, please. I really appreciate it. With that being said, this is the Von Casket, home of Lamest Taste. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, where you subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much more. Do me a massive favor and stay lame.